Right, what I'm going to talk about today is, this is back in the days, in the early 1980s, before there was internet and Google and all that type of thing, when there was just basic me and Peter Carruthers. We used to look at different ways on how that we would make the roses wider. Now, the roses, as we all know, they want to be as round and as flat as possible. Back before we knew a bit more about feather length and incorporating feather length into making the roses wider, what we used to do is we used to concentrate on this here between the eyes. This part here, we look to make it as flat as possible. Now, back in the day, they weren't as flat and as wide in the skull as what you can see on this youngster now. So, over generations and generations, what we found was that by breeding up birds with wide skulls, the roses got wider and wider. Then in the 1988, early 90s, when we imported some birds from America, we crossed them in, they had the length of feather, and we crossed them into our birds and got a rapid increase in the width of the roses and the overall size of the roses. Now, this is a great age. The bird, another day that wants a ring on, but this is a great age to where we used to look and take notice of that. Now, this bird here is a young red that's bred off a pair of reds that I videoed earlier that have both got over 3-inch wide roses. Now, I'll show you a bit of a difference now. Now, a totally different breed, but there's a fantail, and it's roughly around about the same age. Now, if you look at the fantail chick, its eyes are higher than the width of its skull. So this tended to, in the Bokhara, what this tended for us is, these type of birds here would have elongated roses and wouldn't be flat. So we bred for width of skull to increase the width of the rose. Now here's another youngster the same age, but out of a different nest. It's maybe a day or two younger, but if you look at that one, although it is quite wide in the skull, it does have a visual dish there. So what we found was that over time, when these birds matured up and they molted out, that this one wouldn't have as a wide around a rose as what this one would be. These are off two totally different birds, totally different pairs, and they're both reds. This is off the old European 2-times champion cockbird, and this is off a red cock that I bred last year and a black daughter to him. Not very good in the muffs, so that's not going to impress us in the muffs. This one here, although it does have a bit of thickness and nice strength to the feet, has a bit of a gap here. So this will probably lack backspread on the muffs. Maybe not on that side, but yeah, probably still will. There's a slight gap there. So these little features that we looked at such an early age, it prepared us and geared us up for further and future breedings. I hope this has been a little bit of insight into some of the things that we look for. After 37 years of breeding Bokharas and probably breeding thousands and thousands and thousands, and every little trait and every little thing that goes on within the breed, we take notice of. I mean, we want them to sit, we want them to be as wide as they are long, we want the legs to be very slightly splayed, not too far forward. So we don't want them like this fantail, with its legs sitting right back. So we know that this fantail is going to stand up really, really tall. We don't want that. We want them to be short, wide, low, and very cobby, with a big bull, flat, big skulled bird. Well, I hope you've learned something from this, but I'll follow this bird in another video as it gets older, and hopefully when it molts out and all. I hope you like these videos, and if you do, would you please like, subscribe, share, and comment. And if there's anything else you would like to talk about, I'd really be interested in doing a video on that as well. Hope you enjoyed this, so thanks for now, and bye.